Trump's trade war just opened a new front, and this time it's not China, it's not Mexico, it's South Korea, one of America's closest allies. A 25% tariff on cars and auto parts, that's not just an economic move, it's a geopolitical signal. South Korea built its economy on exports, and right now over $100 billion in annual trade with the U.S. is suddenly up for renegotiation. But this goes deeper than vehicles. We're talking semiconductors, electric vehicle batteries, strategic tech, and the foundations of an alliance under pressure. This is part 4 in our 5-part series on Trump's tariff war, so hit that subscribe button and comment below. Should America treat allies or like competitors who need to bring jobs to U.S. soil? Let's talk numbers. South Korea exported $27 billion in autos and auto parts to the United States last year. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Add in consumer electronics, home appliances, batteries, and semiconductors, and you're staring at over $100 billion in annual exports from Korea to the U.S. This isn't just trade, this is the backbone of South Korea's economic model. From Hyundai to Kia to LG and Samsung, Korean companies were built to manufacture at home and sell abroad. It worked brilliantly for decades. Here's the catch, the U.S. isn't playing along anymore. Trump's team is making it clear, that model is dead on arrival. During his first term, Trump gave South Korea a temporary pass. The U.S. and Korea thus signed a revised Chorus trade deal in 2018, and that mostly kept tariffs off the table. But that was before COVID, inflation, before America realized it couldn't rely on fragile supply chains in distant countries. Trump's trade logic has evolved. It's not about punishing China anymore. It's about resetting the entire global system. His new message, ally or not, if you want American dollars, you better create American jobs. Korea's in the same basket as Japan and Germany now. Rich, advanced economies that manufacture overseas and sell it to Americans like it's still 1995. That's what Trump wants to end, permanently. Now here's where things get complicated. South Korea is a strategic partner. It hosts 28,000 American troops. It participates in joint military drills. It stands alongside the U.S. to contain North Korea and increasingly China. Under the old model, that would have brought them trade leniency. That's how the post-World War II system worked. America gave allies economic access in exchange for loyalty and security cooperation. But not anymore. Trump's approach flips the script. Security doesn't buy you trade access. Economic value does. If you're not building in the U.S., you're part of the problem. This shift puts pressure not just on Korean industry, but on Korean leadership. They're stuck between U.S. demands and their own industrial class. So how is South Korea responding? Quietly, but decisively. Hyundai is investing $5.5 billion in a new EV plant in Georgia. LG and SK are building multi-billion-dollar battery factories across the Southeast. These aren't token projects, they're structural shifts. And let's be clear, this isn't just about cars, it's about controlling the supply chain for electric vehicles, chips, and defense tech. South Korea sees the writing on the wall. Either move production to the U.S. or lose access to the U.S. market. They're choosing to move, not because they want to, but because Trump's tariffs really give them no choice. Here's the part no one in Seoul can say out loud. They're no longer in control of their industrial policy. They've outsourced so much to the U.S. market, and now Washington is dictating terms, and the Trump team knows this. Tariffs aren't just taxes anymore, they're leverage. They're a way to rewrite the global supply chain without a single bullet or treaty. South Korea is discovering what Mexico, Japan, and Germany already have. When America gets serious about reshoring, even allies have to fall in line. What we're seeing now with South Korea, it's really just the beginning. Trump's economic strategy doesn't end with cars or batteries. It targets everything. Tech, pharmaceuticals, defense, energy. In this new system, if it's important to national security, it gets brought home. And if you're a country that built your economy around exporting to America, you really got two options. Build in the U.S. or lose the U.S. market. So the big takeaway, even America's most loyal allies are getting tariffed. And instead of walking away, they're opening factories in Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, because they know this is the future. Tomorrow we wrap the series up with part 5, Trump's tariffs versus China. The decoupling begins. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Frank for America's Geopolitics. See you next time.